Welcome back, everyone, to Rob's Daily Classics. Found this 1987 Porsche 924S, a favorite of mine. This one's on Bring a Trailer, no reserve. $5,700 with 4 days left to go. Let's go check this interesting car out. Yeah, I've been on Bring a Trailer a lot this year already, so I'm looking for things for myself. But this 87 Porsche 924S is a interesting car. It's got an interesting background, too. The 924S originally came to the States as the 924 Turbo, I believe in 1976 and all. It had those famous NACA ducts on the front engine and such. And the 924 back in 1976 was the first water-cooled production Porsche with a front engine rear-wheel drive layout. So the original 924 back in 76 started off just like the 914 as a joint venture with Volkswagen. But then Volkswagen optioned to build their own Scirocco at the time, and that Scirocco came out in 75. I owned one of those. They were fun. And this one here, the Porsche reintroduced this car to the United States, I believe, in 1986, and they called it the 924S. It had the 148 horsepower four-cylinder engine, fuel injected, had no turbo and things like that. But basically, it was a bargain car because it didn't have the flared fenders like the 944 had. It was more narrow-bodied. But there was a simplicity with this car that really looked nice. It had the old dashboard, too, because the Porsche 944 had the newer dashboard. So you can see they scaled it down a bit. But they really got a budget price point on this car. It was under $20,000. I think it was like $19,000 in the showroom. And it was an interesting car. I sold these cars new at Bay Ridge Porsche Audi in Brooklyn, and we were a fairly large-sized Porsche dealer at the time, and we received like 2 of these a month in allocation. There weren't that many. And because they were spec'd, a lot of times we would take one car with a manual transmission, and then we would take one with an automatic transmission because we weren't sure who the buyers on these cars were. We knew they weren't the traditional Porsche 911 owners, and we were just experimenting with front-engine cars at the time. We had the 928 in the showroom. We only got like 2 of those in allocation a year, you know. So this car is an interesting one. This one here is on Bring a Trailer. It's $5,700. Let's dive in and just critique this car a bit. It's got 46,000 miles shown. The seller looks like he's very legit. He provides a paint meter with the car as well. Very active in answering questions. The photos look really interesting. I don't know if there's Porsche inlay here on the seats. They had a script that went Porsche along the logo in the seats. I'm not sure if that has it. And that's the old dashboard that we're looking at. 5-speed transmission worked very well, a little clunky at the time. I remember driving these cars, but very well balanced. You know, the 944 had a 50-50 weight distribution. I'm thinking this car has that as well. Some nice undercarriage photos. You get into the whole description. He gives you the books. So a very decent seller. You find some good sellers on Bring a Trailer. Then you find some guys that's trying to skate the system. But he does disclose that the paint is original. It might be a little faded over time. And it might be faded enough where it may not come back. So that's the only thing I'm looking at here. They were really, because these cars were ordered on spec for the dealership, you know, Grand Prix white, Guards red, and black were the most popular colors because we had to swap these cars around to different dealers at the time. But this car's nice. I think the sunroof was optional too, and this car does have the factory sunroof, which is nice. It tilts out, and then you could take it completely off and put it in the trunk. So you don't have limited headroom, so you have nice headroom on the car. Very nice, well-balanced car. I mean, it's really a well-behaved daily driver. You can drive this car every day and just have a great time with it. It's not too overly complicated. He does say in the description that he changed the water pump, the timing belt, and things like that. Tons of photos on this car, of course, with Bring a Trailer. That's what's nice about Bring a Trailer. They do give some nice photos. And he provides a paint meter. He took the original body side moldings off because they started to peel, but he looks like he did a nice job on that. Yeah, it does have Porsche written on the seats, which was how the interiors were back then. No excessive wear on the center console. The seats look really nice. I'm hoping the windows are clean and things like that. Just a very, very nice car. I mean, if you can buy this car for under $14,000, $15,000 after the smoke clears with all the bidders, I don't think you'll have any reservations of just taking this car out every day and just enjoying it. Is it a Porsche 944? No. Is it a 911? No. But it's a really nice, very well behaved car, and that front engine rear transaxle really, makes this car handle really well. I don't know if the clutch was redone recently, but maybe one of the questions we should ask before we bid on the car, because it's a little work to change that clutch around and all that. But definitely a car you can wrap your arms around. There's no OBD2. It's very simple. I'm sure there's a lot of parts availability for this car still around. But it's a do-it-yourself type car. You're not going to bring this to a Porsche dealer, no way. But you could also find like a independent foreign car company repair shop that works on these cars. They're not hard to work on. And if he did the water pump and he did the timing belt and things like that, everything else you can probably just dive into. He said he had one leaking master cylinder or caliper that he fixed. The undercarriage looks very dry, which is very rare. A lot of these oil pans would leak and things like that with time. So cars in Colorado, go check it out. If you like this car, just give a thumbs up on the video. Please pass along this video to folks that love cars. If you're not already a subscriber on Daily Classics, come on board, and love to see you. And thanks very much for joining me. I'm going to be at the Detroit Auto Show next week. And if any of you would like to join me at the Detroit Auto Show, I have another YouTube channel called Headline Automotive. Just look that up and join me on Headline Automotive. I'll be having some videos at the Detroit show. So we'll see you there. Thanks very much. Have a great day. And check out this 924S. I don't think you'd be disappointed in these cars. I love them. They're just great. Have a great day. Bye.